I've noticed there's actually a could be like an AI robot that has been made. I think it could be like in China. I actually saw it online. So this robot, what it does is like it can actually be made in your image to be like looking like you, speaking like you, doing everything like you. So what it does is like when you are tired, when you are busy, it can come. They can give it to me. Wait, don't laugh. I want an honest answer.
No.
I know. I want an honest answer because this AI
No.
is coming.
No.
So I want to know. Well, yeah, okay. So you said no, I get it. But
Yeah.
I want to know your opinion to say, is this something that you can accept in your relationship? Because it's gonna be coming like you, exactly like you, looking like you. But on a day when you're tired, you just send your robot to say, go and talk to daddy, go and make sure daddy is happy. So what's your take on that? What is there?
No.
I think maybe you're probably jealous of Siri.
Yeah, because you always say, hey Siri, can you remind me tomorrow to wake up? Hey Siri, can you put in the calendar for me? And I'm like, seriously, what am I doing in this house? It's like Siri's now doing everything. She's taken over. She's been asked.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Real Life Conversations with Israel and Wonga. It's always a good time, just to come as usual. My beautiful wife, Wonga, how are you doing today?
I'm all right. How are you?
You're right. It's always a good time. And today we've got a very, very exciting topic that we're going to be discussing today. It's about AI in marriages and AI in relationships. Someone might be asking, what has AI got to do with marriages? Stay tuned. We're going to break it down for you so that you know that AI is there, AI is coming, AI is already here, and it's affecting marriages as we speak right now. So we need to quickly figure out how we can, maneuver ourselves around AI in marriages and relationships. Yes, my beautiful one guy. What comes to your mind like when we are saying AI and we are trying to link it to marriages? What do you think comes to your mind?
You look handsome. I don't stop
Sure.
looking at you.
Thank you.
Very nice.
It's Christmas. I'm just excited for Christmas. So, I always make sure I look good.
Okay. AI, you know how I am skeptical about technology and everything. How I cannot even do that thing that you tell your phone, hey, Siri or something, hey, call, do this and that. I just find it so weird. But with how things are changing and everything, you have to adapt and adjust and make sure that you learn how to use AI, to use technology and everything. We might not like it, but it's here and we have to accept it and start using it. But we have to make sure that we use it the right way and we use it properly. And also we have to be careful because very soon there are some jobs and some things that will be done by AI and machines and stuff. So it's very important as a couple to consider your kind of career, what you're doing in your career, your kids also, to talk to your kids. Okay, and I want to be an engineer. Well, what do you think? Do you think AI is not going to take over that? Adora, you want to be a lawyer. And then you want to be a teacher, so how is it going to happen and everything? So there's a lot that you have to consider when it comes to AI and how it has got its benefits. And it's also downsides. So there's a lot to think about. Yeah.
Now that you spoke about Siri, I think maybe you're probably jealous of Siri.
Yeah, because you always say, hey Siri, can you remind me tomorrow to wake up? Hey Siri, can you put in the calendar for me? And I'm like, seriously, what am I doing in this house? It's like Siri's not doing everything. She's taken over. She's been asked things that you used to ask me to do. And guy remind me this. Now Siri's doing it. Now what am I going to do?
I have a serious question that I want to ask you. I want you to ask me honestly. No, there's nothing to do. You want to talk about this?
Why is it there?
No, it's just I'm the king of the wings. So what I want to ask you something very serious that I need you to answer me. With AI, I've noticed there's actually a could be like an AI robot
Okay.
that has been made. I think it could be like in China. I actually saw it online.
Okay.
So this robot, what it does is like, it can actually be made in your image to be like looking like you, speaking like you, doing everything like you. So what it does is like, when you are tired, when you are busy, it can come. They can give it to me. Wait, don't laugh. I want an honest answer.
No.
No. I want an honest answer because this AI thing
No.
is coming. So I want to
No.
know. Yeah, okay. So you said no, I get it. But
Yeah.
I want to know your opinion to say, is this something that you can accept in your relationship? Because it's gonna be coming like you, exactly like you, looking like you. But on a day when you're tired, you just send your robot to say, go and talk to daddy, go and make sure daddy is happy. So what's your take on that? Because it's
No.
there.
No. I don't think that.
And if it's not, why?
I think it's inappropriate. It's like cheating, and it's like pornography. It's like you're making love to someone else, and someone else is taking my place. You know, like I told you that I'm skeptical about this technology thing and everything. And even that thing that people do, that they put their head on someone's body and everything. For me, it's very weird. So I don't think
Put their head on.
you know, this AI thing, whatever you call it, when people that they take their faces and then they put it, what is it called? Photoshopping or whatever.
Photoshopping and stuff.
Yeah, when they take their head and put it on someone else's body and everything. For me, it's weird.
It's actually weird.
But it's nice. People will look nice and everything. But I can't do that. So you cannot imagine me. You don't think I would allow you to have a robot that looks like me, or that will be doing things that I do.
What
remember,
if it doesn't look like you? It's just a robot.
No, remember that thing, that movie that we asked when another family took over their place and everything and everything. It's just weird. That's why I'm saying that technology is good. We have to embrace it. We have to accept, but we must have limitations. We must have boundaries. That no, as a Christian, as a man of God, as a woman of God, I cannot go
What
this
limits
far. I
do you
cannot
have?
do this. Yes, it can help me, whatever. I can have something that cleans my. But when it comes to intimacy, to our relationship, to our marriage, to sex, to whatever, satisfying you, let's just remain with that and that intimate thing. That let's keep it.
Yeah. So if you're out there and you've already ordered this AI robot, please just cancel the order. You know, the ladies don't want to see it. Yeah. So the other thing I want to speak about AI, you know, when I was growing up, you know, I used to go to my parents very often, like for issues, you know, for advice and you know for wisdom. I would go to my dad, I would go to my mom, how can I handle this? Mom, or daddy, what happens with this one? And all that kind of thing. But I've noticed, you know, with my kids, they do come to me for some issues here and there. But I've noticed that, you know, it's not very often like they actually used to do before. Now it's completely different. So, and I have also realized, because I know also myself, I'm using AI in different spheres of my life. I'm also realized that my kids also now have a lot of information available to them through the AI or chat GTP or something, and all those AI models that they have on their mobile phones. So as a couple or as a family, how can we make sure, you know, we still remain relevant to our kids and to, you know, to our families, or to my partner, for example? Because there are some things that you used to ask me, now you don't ask me, you just tick on your phone and it's done. So how can we all try to remain relevant in this era where, you know, everything is now available out there?
Yeah, you know, I actually remember, I think we're still in Bahrain.
Yeah.
And that's about 3 years ago. I remember Anini having an actual conversation with Google. Like, Google, so what? And asking, going back and forth. I'm like, it's like he's actually talking to someone. It's like a person. They're actually conversing. They're actually having a conversation.
Yeah.
So, excuse me. So it's very important to sometimes to have a gadget-free zone.
Okay.
To have a moment, remember, like what we did when we went to, was it Anini's birthday?
Yeah.
We said no phones. We have to talk. You must have time to talk as a family, to sit down to talk about things, because I think the AI, I think it will tell you things that you want to hear.
Okay.
Things to make you happy, to please you. So sometimes it's very important to make sure there have to be boundaries and limitations, to say no, Anini, You have to talk to me. You have to talk to him. Ask him about his fears and everything and whatnot. Talk to your children, not to just say, I'm busy, take this phone, go upstairs, go to your room. This, that. It's important to say, no, no gadgets. We are having to talk, sit down and talk as a family, talk to each other. Ask, so Anaya, what do you want to do? What, everything? What are you doing? What was your day? What are you doing and everything and whatnot? Instead of this, I know sometimes I'm tired, they are tired and everything. Sometimes I just want my time because sometimes I don't even have time to check my messages on my phone. When I get home, that's when I want to check my message. And that's when Annie wants attention. That's when he wants to talk to me. And then if you don't give them that attention, they'll go and ask AI.
Yep.
And then AI will tell them whatever they want to hear, will give them answers that they want to hear. So it's very important to say, to have time for your kids, have time for your partner. You know, like you said that I used to ask you things, but now I just go on my phone and check things.
Yeah,
you
all
know,
the answers are there now.
Exactly. So sometimes it to kill that connection, that togetherness, it makes you feel relevant and important when I come to you and ask about things and then you give me answers. As a man, it does something to you, knowing that I give my woman answers, I help my woman. But if you feel insignificant, you cannot feel like I'm important. Like you said, that if you have an AI robot that gives you pleasure and everything and what you need, what am I there for?
Yeah.
What am I going to do in that marriage? What am I going to be to my kids? So there have to be boundaries to say, Anaya, we need to talk. We need to sit down and talk. What do we believe? Our own beliefs and everything and whatnot. Talk about it face to face without gadgets. Because they will tell you that, but the AI says this, the whatever. Tell them, talk to them with as a person, one-on-one, face-to-face, without having any guidance. So boundaries and limitations to too much access of the internet is very important.
Yeah, one thing that I've actually also find out about AI is like, there was someone that's just like a young person who, like, probably they were a bit lonely and they were not getting the attention that they needed in their household. So what they did is they started communicating with AI, just like what you said Annie was doing. They were chatting, AI knows pretty much everything about you. I've noticed with my chat GTP, it no longer asks me some of the other questions. It just knows whenever I put in a prompt, it knows exactly most of my answers, my CV, everything. It has it already now. So this AI knew this guy, knew everything about them, knew all the issues that they were asking them and everything, and knew how they were feeling. Probably it was mental health issues and stuff. So the advice that they got from that AI to say, like, they were asking, what can I do about this solution, about this situation that I have? What's your advice? They got, like, advice that, like, really broke the internet. So you need to make sure, I don't know how we can do it as parents, to make sure we try to limit the way, especially the young kids who don't really understand, what AI is talking about, or all the other advice that they can get from there. I don't know how we can find a way to manage it, to make sure our kids are not exposed to things that can harm them, because they got advice like that, like to the extent that they was being asked to maybe end their life in a way, getting advice from an internet or from an AI machine. So it's something that you need to find out, to say, what are my kids watching, and how can we make sure we are doing it the right way.
Yeah, I remember, the other day I was talking to Adora. I was asking, why are you always on your phone? Why are you always talking to people on your phone? She was like, okay, mom, here's the thing. Nowadays, before when we were younger, or when you guys were younger, you used to go to your friends' houses. You used to play outside and everything and whatnot. But here it's different, and now it's different. You cannot go to someone's house to play and everything like you used to do, because you guys used to come from school. When you come from school, you go outside, you go to play and everything, and have fun after doing dishes or chores, and then you'll be playing the whole time. That's what we are trying to do as well. Just playing and talking to our friends. But it's now different. I cannot go to my friend's house Maybe it's too far. Maybe you're too busy. There's no one to take me there. So it's how do you expect us to connect with our friends? How do you expect us to communicate with our friends? And I totally understood where she was coming from. As much as that is important, there should be boundaries. You cannot be talking to your friend up until after midnight, up until 2 a.m. in the morning. There have to be boundaries where we have to talk to our kids, say, okay, I understand that you cannot go to a house, you cannot go for a sleepover, you cannot go for a play date, but there should be boundaries. There should be time frame. I believe that there should be a way of switching. I see the adverts that are done on social media on how you can limit the Wi-Fi. You can switch it off at a certain time. You can put a limitation on the time that they have their gadgets, or you can take away the gadgets. But sometimes they say they want to use them for alarm to wake up in the morning. Find a way, buy them an alarm clock. They can use that, give them the alarm clock, and then take away the phone, but do it properly and do it the right way. And then you can put restrictions. Okay, and then he's six years old, so I have to put restrictions. He cannot watch content which is above his age limit, whatever, and talk to them about it. Help them understand that why you're doing this, you're trying to protect them. Show them, not in a way of trying to scare them or trying to make them feel bad. Talk to them about those things that are happening. You know, there was this video that I was watching of a child who was given a freebies or whatever, free testers of perfume on internet. And then she got that and then she just smelled it. She sniffed it and then she died from that. It affected her so much. But the parents didn't know that. So it's very important to check what your kids, not invading their privacy or being rude or whatever. Okay, what are you watching? And then what's that? Try to be involved in their social life. Involve yourself. Say, okay, Anaya, what are you watching? Or you're playing a game. What is it called? Can you teach me? You know, in a proper way. Don't try to be controlling, but involve yourself. That way, it's easy for them to open up. But they say, "What are you watching? Why are you watching that?" That way, they won't open up to you. They won't show you what they are watching, what they are doing. But it's very important to say, "Okay, Anani, you're playing a game, Roblox. What's that? How do you play it? Who do you play with, and everything and whatnot?" Because these Roblox things, I heard that they can actually play with a stranger. They can be communicating with a stranger from another country, from another side. Whilst they're here, they can be told things. Things can happen. So it's very important to open up, to communicate with your kids in a neutral ground, in a natural way, without scaring them or anything. That way, they can open up and speak to you.
You know, you mentioned something very important about some restrictions. I know people will be saying like maybe you're invading their privacy or anything like that, but you know, it's actually important, especially for the kids that are like maybe below 16, 15 years, because they're still under our care as the parents. We are still responsible for whatever it is that happens to them. So you can actually put some limits, like what Wongai was saying, on their phones. Like you can link their phones to if you have an iPhone and they're using an iPhone, you can actually link them to your account, and then be able to put some restriction in terms of times they spend on each particular app. You can say on WhatsApp you need to do like maybe 2 hours for the whole day, and maybe the other things you need to spend on this school app or anything like that. So you need to make sure there are some simple restrictions that you can put on there that can help your kids.
So I think we also have to be careful with our lives. When we came here, I was watching a movie, and then there was an ad where there was a robot that was cleaning the round thing that was just moving around, cleaning and everything. Okay, now you have got a robot that cleans for you. Means that you are no longer cleaning the house. Now you have got ready meals. You order ready meals on your phone. They come and then you just put them in the microwave. You eat that. Now you don't have to go to the gym. You can just get an injection. You get injected. You lose your weight without going to the gym, without trying anything. And you think, I don't think there's anything for free and without side effects. And you imagine you're not doing anything, you're not working, you're doing everything on the internet and everything, you're getting injections, your body's not working and everything. Probably maybe you cannot afford those injections, you're just eating, you become obese and everything. So I believe that if we are not careful, this technology, this AI might make us really, really bad. Our health and everything, our relationships and everything a lot of things could go wrong if we are not careful, if you allow it, because things will come easily. Everything will become easy, everything. And I believe they will actually take over, like all those movies that we used to watch about machines and everything take over. Seriously, because almost
happening.
everything, jobs, they are taking over. I was watching this other lady was telling me that when they were going to New York, they got into these pods, which means that when they created those pods, people who were using buses to transport people from another point on the airport, those people they lost their
cannot do it
jobs
anymore.
because now they are those pods. With those pods, you can operate them; they can operate themselves.
Okay.
You just get in, they are
sit.
programmed, you sit, and they need to take you somewhere. You don't have to walk, you don't have to do anything, and someone lost their jobs. So we have to be very careful now, especially when it comes to choosing your career. What are you going to do? Okay, I want to do this. And if AI comes, will I still be needed? Will I still have a job to do? I've taken this injection to lose weight. So without exercising, without doing anything, and I can still eat whatever I want. Where is it all that going? Does it have any side effects and everything and whatnot? So as for myself, I worry about this AI and this technology. I think it's just a little bit too much.
Yeah, like I think you mentioned, it's probably gonna make a lot of people very lazy, because you find out that there are a lot of things that used to be done manually, but now that they take like maybe 1 minute, 30 seconds, or you have a full page. Like if you have, for example, if you're an editor in a newsroom, so now instead of you taking like maybe an hour editing maybe your news article or anything, it will take you like a minute. You just put in like all the information that you need. AI will fill up the rest.
Even assignments.
Even like
just put your topic.
Calculations. I can give you an example. When we were growing up, when I was very young, maybe doing grade 5 or grade 6 or maybe grade 7, when I was young, we used to do like what they used to call is it arithmetic or something, but it was mathematical where you go outside, like during the time when it's actually code, you'll be outside in the code, and the teacher will be asking you multiples, like
timetables.
Timetables. Yeah, so but 10 times 10, 15 times 15, 7 times 7, 8 times 8, those things. And we used to do, and we used to know them by head. I'll give you answer 7 times 7, I'll give you 49, all those things. I'll give you the answer instantly right from my head. But if you come now and ask me those things, I don't even know. And I know even my kids, even if I try to do those, I know that they are sharp sometimes. I know, like, I know, and I like maths very, very, very much. But I know if I do those instant questions, instant arithmetic, equations with them, it will probably confuse them, because now they are used to having machines doing it for them.
Exactly.
Now they are allowed calculators, like every day they can be able to use a calculator. So when the calculator came, it actually affected us, like in the way we used to calculate, because I used to do the maths in my head. Now I don't think it's necessary. I don't want to put that stress on my head anymore. If anyone comes to me, even if it's a simple math that I need to do, I'll just take up my phone, calculate it, and give them the answer, because I don't want to put that strain on my head anymore. So the same is what's happening with AI. Everything that used to be done manually but can now be done by machines is now being just handed over to machines. It's now being handed over to machines. So you find out very soon, a lot of people will just be idle. A lot of people will have serious complications for just sitting without having to do anything.
Do you remember the last time that Adora asked you about her homework? To say, Daddy, help me with my homework, or even Anaya to say, help me with my homework. They don't. They just go on the online. They just go on the internet. They search. They find their answers. We used to bond with our parents sitting down. Let me call so and so. Go to so and so's house and ask about that. They'll help you the answers. There was a lot of bonding before all this AI and everything.
I don't think even the teachers are still giving them that homework anymore.
Yeah, they do. They do actually. They do. I'm doing my homework, but they just go on the internet. They just search for answers and everything.
All the answers are there.
And even now, how scary it is that you can actually learn to become a nurse on the internet. on doing online learning. This is about someone's health and everything. And then I was talking to someone, I'm like, I cannot be a nurse because all those medical terms and those medication names and everything, those whatever, amoxicillin, saxilin, and every sixlins and every lins. She was like, no. Nowadays, it's all on the internet. It's all on the table. You don't have to remember it in your head. You can just check.
Google it.
You just Google it. You just check. It's all there. It's all available and everything. I'm like, this is
just refresh your mind.
Yeah. This is someone's health. This is someone's life that I'm talking about. And then I can just learn it. Anyone can just learn it on the internet and everything and whatnot, just easily like that, easily accessible like that, which is dangerous to some extent.
Yeah, don't get us wrong. We are for AI. It's not like we don't like it, but just stay with us. Before the end of this video, we're going to let you know also how we think AI is going to help us as couples, as families, and even in our businesses. So we're going to talk about that. But Ongai, I want to talk about this. Now that AI is coming, it's probably going to take over my job or your job, or maybe someone's job who's watching right now. How are we going to cope? Are we planning, for coping in that area? Because, for example, if I'm a marketer by profession, and I'm noticing the trends right now. A lot is now happening online. They don't need me. I was the middleman as a salesperson. So yes, now you're still valuable, but going into the future, people will just go straight from the warehouse straight to the customer without having to do any of this marketing or the sales that I used to do. So what's going to happen? Because I don't want to come into a situation where I'm stressed and it just happens all of a sudden. They say, oh, your job is now redundant. What am I going to do after that?
I was talking to this client this evening. So we were just having fun, just talking, and then I was like, no, I'm a very old person. I'm going to be turning 39 the day after tomorrow. It was like 39. I was 39 in 2001, and I was doing this and that and that and that.
Yeah.
He's 60 something, and when you look at him, if he stands there and I stand there, we all look almost of the same age.
Wow.
And he was like, do you know what, Vaughn? If you want to stay significant, if you want to stay important and valid, never stop learning.
Okay.
Keep on learning. Keep on developing yourself. Keep on following trends. What's in? Keep on learning. Whatever it is that you do. Okay. Marketing is not being digitalized. So how can I advance myself? How can I make sure that I stay valid? I stay needed in this marketing, whatever department, in this counseling department, in this whatever it is that you do. Keep on advancing yourself.
Okay.
Keep on researching. Keep on learning. Keep on developing. Okay, it seems like marketing is actually going to be completely wiped out. No more marketers. So how can I develop? What can I do next? Keep on reading. Keep on researching. Keep on learning. Keep on learning. Keep your mind busy, because the time you stop learning, you stop developing and researching, you become useless.
Obsolete, yeah.
You become they won't need you.
Okay.
So it's very important to keep on developing yourself, whatever it is. If you feel like it's really becoming redundant and everything, branch into something else. Okay, how about sales reps? How about whatever? It will take you somewhere, especially now with AI. You can always go on AI and say, okay, I've been doing marketing. Is marketing going to be still valid in 2020, in 2030? Is it going to be needed? What can I divert into since I'm doing marketing? And if it's going to not go, AI will tell you. So that are those are other benefits of using AI, of having AI. Keep on developing yourself. I was so amazed. I was like, you're 60, you're 60 something, it's double my age. I was like, you're double my age, and I'm looking at you and you look, so it's if you keep on learning, when you keep on learning, keep on developing yourself, keep on bettering yourself, keeping your mind busy.
Remain sharp, yeah.
You remain significant, you remain needed, you remain part of this coming, whatever AI technological thing. Develop yourself, keep learning.
Yeah. So in a way, you're saying, like, if you are in an industry that you feel like maybe AI is taking over slowly but surely, you need to start branching
develop.
out. You need to start developing yourself. If it means be the one who will be controlling that AI behind
Yeah,
the scenes.
exactly.
Go ahead and do that,
Yeah,
because
exactly.
already you have a skill that is valid right now, and you have the experience that is
Yeah.
valid right now. AI is learning from your skill.
Yeah.
AI is learning from your experience. So all you just need to do is for you to learn more about this AI, study more about it, find ways that you can actually be,
Use
remain
it
relevant,
for yourself.
use it
Yeah.
for you, to your
To your
advantage.
benefit, yeah. Yeah, so it's very important to make sure that make it about you.
Okay.
Make it work for you.
All right.
Whatever is happening, like I told you, like I said, that myself personally, I'm someone who is very reluctant and who is laid back when it comes to technology and everything. You're always saying that you should use iPhone. I'm like, I like Samsung. Samsung makes my life easier. I feel like iPhone has got too many things and too many apps and everything. I feel like it's challenging me to say, okay, you want to use this. It's like it's fighting me. It's taking me to school. Like it's schooling me. I'm like, I bought this phone. I want to enjoy using it, but now it feels like it's schooling me. It's trying to teach me to do whatever. No. I want to be comfortable. Yeah, I want to be comfortable and enjoy what I use and everything and what not. But with this technological advancement and everything, I just have to adapt. I'm really grateful to AI. Because when I'm doing my assignments, now that I'm doing my studies, when I'm doing my assignments, when I'm doing research and everything, looking for books, I even saw that I was searching this other day. I searched on AI. I was like, AI, I'm looking for an application. I'm always busy at working, but I need to be able to read my books whilst I'm working.
Okay.
Is there a way that I can read my books, which are written? They can be made audio whilst I'm working, and then I'm listening to it. And I was given a few apps that if you download this app, you do this, and then it can read for you. Your books which are online and everything, it will read for you. You just have to listen, and you need to read 365 pages. It will be done by a day.
Yeah.
It will read for you. So there are so many benefits of AI, but we just have to watch out that they are not affecting our relationship as a couple, our relationship with our kids. It's not taking our kids away from us, and our kids are not learning and taking the wrong things. We are developing with it so that you don't become redundant.
Yeah. So I think we want to move to how we can benefit from AI. Because what I notice is that sometimes I think if you remain laid back, or you say, oh, maybe it's not going to affect me, oh, maybe I don't want to do this, before you know it, people have, gone ahead with this AI and they've changed lives. One statement that I took to heart is that from a podcast that I watched, where I think Dr. Strive Masiwa was speaking to, I think the vice president of Google, I think his name is James Manyika. So in this conversation, these are millionaires, these are billionaires. They were actually saying AI is the one that is going to create the next millionaires.
Wow.
In the world. Like the next millionaires that are coming, they are going to come through finding ways to work with AI. So this got me thinking very much to say, even us as couples, in your business, in every aspect of your life, what is it that you are imagining? What is it that you are thinking about that you feel like you can actually do with AI? I can give you examples of what AI can do now. With AI, if you find a problem, for example, let's say if you find a problem, you say, there's this water is dirty, it needs to be refined or anything like that. If you go, it's just an example of a problem that I just thought of. If you go in AI and you ask, what can I do to make this water, good for drinking or anything? It will give you all those responses and everything. Like, even what you just mentioned just now, to say, you ask AI, which platform can I use to read and everything, to get the books and everything like that. So you find out that you get all that information that you need through AI. And they were actually saying that you can actually prompt AI to create for you, like, just tell it, I need to create an application that does A, B, C, D, and AI will just do all the work for you. The work that you used to need to go to, to pay a lot of money from, people who studied that, people who could only do that and everything. Now AI can do all this for you without you having to worry about that much.
Yeah, like you were saying that using it to our advantage. The other day you were saying, and we were listening to that guy, I've forgotten his name. You were saying that AI would be able to be doing this for us.
Yep.
Can create people, the AI that
Your
looks
voice,
like us,
yeah.
our voice and everything, our image.
They'll be just here sitting doing this podcast for us whilst we're in Barbados, we're in Zimbabwe, we are in South Africa, we are in Nigeria, we are in Europe, we are in USA, we are in Asia, enjoying ourselves on the beach, sleeping, and then AI is busy working for us here. We just give them an algorithm, whatever information. Okay, so we want to discuss about sex. So here's what you wanted to talk about. You put it in the system, and then people will be like, we were watching Babana Maisundao. They are shooting right now, but we are busy somewhere enjoying ourselves whilst the AI is working for us.
You can actually use AI in business. Like from what's now happening, one CEO was saying that he actually told his whole company to say, in the next maybe 6 months, I want you to find out what, your job, what you're doing. I want you to find me an AI model or something that you can use with AI to do 80% of what you're doing right now. He actually went to all his subordinates to say, I don't want you to be doing what you're doing. 80%, I want AI to be the one doing it. So you find out that going forward in business, AI is going to be taking over a lot of, workflows that we currently are having.
So are they still going to get their full salary, or?
Yeah. So
since
for
you're
now,
only working 20%.
For now, that's why we were trying to link
What
it
if they find out that they're going to work
relationships.
100%?
Imagine. Even that 80%, obviously that CEO is now, after that, will now be saying like, okay, how can I be paying you
exactly.
for full salary when you're only doing 20%? AI is doing it for me. And chances are one person will probably be the one running that AI on their laptop while they're sitting at home. So this is very, very important for couples to discuss so that you can start to find ways of how you can manage this situation.
To remain relevant.
To remain relative. And most importantly, for me personally, I'm always trying to think outside the box. So what I'm now thinking is like as a couple or as a person, as an individual, you need to find ways of how you can actually be the one to make money with AI. Start to analyze how your work is happening right now where you work, or maybe any company in your neighborhood, or any, different sector that you think of that you have like, a passion for. Then start creating solutions for them using AI. And this is something that you can just do with your laptop at home and, just doing code and everything with your internet. And this is the blessing that we have. And right now, as it is starting right now, this is the right time to jump into this wealth. Because if you don't jump in now, you'll be surprised, like what I was saying, that, you'll be surprised other people are now millionaires through this AI. But you were there when it started, then you'll be like, wondering, how did I miss it? And, your kids and your grandchildren will be asking you, where were you, when, others were, jumping in this AI wave. So you need to think about it, find ways that you can actually benefit from it also as an individual.
Yeah. So what I can say is that keep on learning to remain relevant.
Yes.
Keep on researching and make AI work for you.
Yeah.
Don't say, no, this is for so and so. No, I don't want. It's coming.
It's coming.
And
100%.
it's here now. So make sure that it works for you. Take advantage of it and use it for good. Let's try to, because people are now demonizing it and making it look like it's a bad thing, or it's a satanic thing, or it's something that it has got a lot of benefits and a lot of good that can come out of it. It remains, it's all about whose hands it is in, who is holding it, who is using it. So us as Christians, as couples, let us use it for good.
Yeah.
Helping our kids to develop for good, making sure that, okay, it's okay, my son, to use the computer, it's okay to use it, but it's okay, make sure that you remain using your mind, you keep your mind busy.
Yeah.
Think for yourself, put the calculator down, do the mathematics yourself, do the homework yourself, research, read the hard copy book, do something by yourself to make sure that you remain relevant. Exercise, go outside, play and everything and whatnot. Use it for good, but make sure that you also, your body and your mind keeps on working without you relying only on that, only on machines, only on AI. Keep yourself busy, keep yourself developing, and make AI work for you.
Yeah. You know what they actually said is currently the battle is for who's going to reach what they call AGI. So I think this AGI stage is where AI is able to think by itself, is
To
able
reason.
to reason by itself, is able to control itself. And you know,
And to question whatever is being asked
one
to
worry
do.
that they're actually saying is probably AI was, when you try to shut it down, they say, no, you cannot
No,
shut
don't
me
do
down.
that.
You jump to the other phone, you jump to the other place, or
Eish.
you won't be able to shut it down. But while this is
So
happening,
it's as good as it's taken over, as good as it's
probably
smarter
gonna
than the
do
human.
that. Yeah. So while they're doing that, is they're trying to find ways why of how the human element can still remain relevant.
Eish.
So you find out that you as a human, you still have an advantage because you still are in a position to be able to control this AI and to be able to tell it what to do and everything. It's, however, learning from you. Whenever you tell it something, it's learning from whatever it is that you mentioned. But as an individual, like, this probably they'll do it like as countries or whatever, China, America, Europe, whatever, the UK. But as an individual, jump into that ecosystem, find how you can actually benefit right now before it gets very far. Find ways you can make money, create things online using AI, create different website, whatever it is that you can do that can help the next person. Do it now before so that you don't regret later. I remember this time when actually Facebook and these platforms where social medias were starting. There were actually businessmen who were saying, no, I don't want to be on Facebook. I don't do Facebook. It's just for the young people and everything. But I can tell you how many millions people are now making on social media right now as we speak. And those businesses that refuse to go online on social media, most of them have gone under. So there's no way you can avoid some of these things as they come. You just need to jump in, otherwise you will just be swept away by the wave.
Yeah, that's very important. So guys, you can share in the comment section. Let us know which jobs are going to be invalid soon. Okay, how can we guide our kids to make sure that they are doing the right careers, they are doing the right jobs that will continue being relevant as they grow, as AI takes over, as AI keep on coming and developing. What kind of careers can our kids do? And for us whose careers are now becoming irrelevant, well, how can we branch? What that we can do to make sure that we remain relevant? Share in the comment section links and everything. Let us help each other to make sure that we develop, we remain relevant. What business can we do using AI, to benefit from it, to use it for good? That would be very helpful.
Thank you so much, Wangai. Thank you everyone for watching. This is probably a topic that we're gonna come back again, because with the changes that are happening, probably when the first quarter of 2026, there'll be a lot of changes happening through AI. So probably we're gonna come back and say, guys, what can we do now about this? Relationships are being affected, or people are losing jobs. How can we manage the situation? How can we manage the equation? So please, what one guy said, just put in the comment section what you think about this AI and how do you think we can handle it and how do you think we can manage it. One guy, do you have anything to say?
Keep developing, guys. Keep learning for you to remain relevant, and use AI for good and for the benefit of your family, for the benefit of the country, and for the benefit of you as a couple.
Yeah. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Have a great day. We really appreciate your time. If you haven't subscribed, please just hit the subscribe button. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Merry Christmas.